Here to help determine that is, why so many women who are at risk in their relationship still hang in there. Jill Murray, a psychotherapist and author of But He Never Hit Me. Jill, good to see you.
Thank you.
Okay, well, we heard from Robin Givens, kind of set the stage, like she can understand she wanted to stay in the relationship to fix it, and now we hear singer Rihanna and Chris Brown maybe working together on a duet, maybe even a book to kind of talk about this, alleged domestic violence occurrence that we all have known or come to learn about in the last couple of weeks. Explain this for us.
Well, Rihanna is still just a young girl. She just turned 21. We tend to think that because these two young people are talented and bright and good-looking and wealthy, that they're smarter than anybody else their age, but really they have very little life experience, and Rihanna is in the denial stage, the honeymoon stage, if you will, of a domestic violence relationship. When you really look at this, Frederica, it's a textbook domestic violence case.
Really? Tell me about those stages that you spell out in a very concrete manner.
Well, when we start out in any relationship, we're in an infatuation stage. Our partner can do no wrong and everything is wonderful, but in a domestic violence or a dating violence situation, then there's this tension building phase where the woman starts walking on eggshells because he's tense, he's agitated, she thinks he's going to blow up, she'll do anything to keep her relationship on course. But then there's this explosive phase, which is what we saw with Chris Brown and Rihanna. So it can be verbal abuse, or it can be emotional abuse, or in this case, physical violence. But then they revert to the third stage, which is the honeymoon stage. Lots of I loves yous. I promise I'll never do it again. I love you so much.
So it sounds like you're kind of describing, if indeed they're doing this duet or writing a book together and all of these allegations are true, then we're back to the honeymoon stage, as you mentioned.
Exactly. That's exactly where she is right now, in a big stage of denial, really, which puts her in extreme danger.
Okay, so say you've got a friend who may be in an explosive relationship, or a relationship that is a little tenuous, and who knows what the potential is. How do you step in as a friend to help convey, to your friend that, danger lurks? What's the right way to reach your friend? Because as we heard from Robin Givens, you kind of are in that little la-la phase where you think it can be fixed, everything's going to be all right, and he loves me.
Well, the he loves me is really the important part that they're listening to, because the violence is so shocking, they'd like to just listen to the he loves me. So my mantra really is that love is a behavior, not a feeling. So you'd have to say that the actions that Chris Brown took were not loving behavior, no matter what he says. So in helping a friend, describing that love is a behavior and that she gets to define for herself what love is. If he thinks that this is loving behavior, he doesn't get to define that for her.
Jill Murray, very fascinating stuff. Thanks so much, and hopefully a lot of folks who are listening got some information out there to help their friend if they identify that they've got a friend that's in a dangerous situation.
Thank you.
Thanks so much. Appreciate your time.